Good morning. I am swinging in here to show you how I do my application of the lashes because I am not a makeup girl at all. I've been practicing a lot though, and I like to pass on this tip because I think it helps you guys feel like it's not so intimidating to put the liner on. Some of us are not used to liquid liner, and I definitely wasn't when I first started wearing these. It took me a little bit to get used to the liner, and I didn't have these tips from anybody else. I kind of made it up as I went along. So before we get started, I'm Lori. And I'm so happy that you're here and that some of our affiliates are here and we have all these hostesses gathered together. This is a lot of fun, and it's fun that we can all come together and work on this together because then it's, yeah, what is it? More hands make lighter work, right? So we're all working together on this. So you're going to see some other people swing in here with some lives and some photos, and you're going to see a lot of different ideas come through this week. So that's really fun. Good morning, Diana. So I always start my line with eyeshadow, actually, or you could use your own liner stick. I use a liner before I use the liquid liner, so I don't feel like I have to be perfect with the liquid liner. Because I don't have previous experience with it, it gets really messy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use our palette, the Space Out palette, and I use Stark Naked. That's what's on my lid right now. But the Space Out, I've had this since I started. It's been a year ago. It's been over a year since I started with Tori Bell. So I'm going to use the Deep Space color black as my liner first. So I am going to just draw my line on like I would put on. I used eyeshadow before as a liner. I just like how it blends together. So you could do this with a skinny tip brush. You could use your pencil liner, whatever liner you're comfortable with. And actually, if you have an oily base to your skin, then having another liner will actually help to adhere the liner, the liquid liner, to your eye so it doesn't come off. So, and I like to blend this out when I'm done. You'll see what I mean when I'm done. The shadow, yes, they last forever. Diana said they last forever. The shadows last forever. They are worth the extra little bit of money to get one of these palettes, which has the higher, the higher color. What is that called, Diana? I need more coffee this morning, you guys. So anyway, that higher pigment. Higher pigment's going to last longer, not only as you wear it through the day, it doesn't come off, but also I've had it for a year, so that's pretty cool. All right, so I have you started doing this too? I love this. It's like, it just takes off all of the pressure. So I have my liquid liner. I prefer the old school original formula liner to the new Made in the USA liner. I think it has a little bit more stick it to it. It's going to stay on my eye more, but the new liner is perfect for anybody that has a sensitivity or have sensitive eyes. There, it's a little more gentle, and it's waterproof, so that's nice too. Our regular formula is waterproof as well. So okay, I'm talking too much for not enough coffee. All right, so I'm going to take my liquid liner. I'm just going to draw over the shadow, and it becomes more like just filling in what I've already done than trying to start a whole line. And some people are very good at this. I always make some kind of mistake when I'm doing it, so this gives me some flexibility. Also, never look up while your eyeliner is drying. The first coat needs to dry about 30 seconds before you put the second coat on. So you can see I'm not far from perfect here. It's never going to happen, I've decided. It's never going to happen. All right, so we're going to Let that dry for a second. Like I said, don't look up. And then what's your favorite lash design so far? Have you guys looked at the website, or do you already have one that you love? I'm going to use Wonderlash today. Today is the hub's birthday, so I think we're going to go out to lunch. We're going to have the kids over later. So I'm going to use my favorite lashes today. Okay, going for the second coat. Sorry, you can't see that. It's hard to look at the mirror and look at the camera at the same time. Second coat. Okay, that's pretty straight for me. We got that on pretty straight. So we're gonna let that dry for about a minute before we put the actual lash on. And if you have any questions, go ahead and drop them in the comments below. I'll come back later and answer them. I'm feeling pretty lucky right now. The dogs haven't started barking. The husband hasn't rolled up in the truck to make the dogs start barking. It's been a good quiet morning. All right, so I'm going to get my lashes ready while I'm drying this. I'm wearing Wonderlash. Oh yes, Coffee House is so pretty. Actually, I've been wearing Coffee House. I love Liberty too. I wore those yesterday, and I think that they're kind of a fun flare, kind of similar to, I don't know, are they like a cross between a 9 to 5 and a Wonderlash, because it has that cat eye. They're really pretty. I really like those. These are thicker though. The Wonderlash is thicker. So I'm taking Wonderlash out of the box, and when you have a new lash, you want to take it out of the box and bend the strip gently, because it'll help loosen it up and it'll form easier to the shape of your own eye. And if you don't bend it and it stays straight, then it'll tend to want to pop because it wants to stay straight. Excuse me. So you want to bend that back and forth a couple of times. I think we're probably pretty close to dry there. You want to make sure it's not tacky. Pretty dry. If you're putting on another lash that you've already had before, like this one I've been wearing, I just real quickly will check the magnets to make sure there's no liner stuck to it and just scrape it off with my thumbnail. These look pretty good. So it's as easy as this. Make sure I got that on straight. Looking good. Looking good. All right, put on the other lash. I don't know if I got enough on the side there. All right. I always look forward to some of these lash bashes because I learn new tips from other people too. So see, it's just gonna stick right to the liner. It's that easy. And then I just tap, tap, tap. Make sure that the band is secure to the liner everywhere. Just checking my work here. I'm going to move this one over just a little bit, but you can with these because they're not glue, right? So I'm going to just move that over just a little. Maybe just a little bit more. There we go. Ta-da! Tap, tap, tap. So that's nice too. You can move it. If you put it on and it's not quite where you want it, then you can move it a little bit. Mine always look a little different. Like my eye shape is different, so they sit just a little bit different. Okay, so the final trick that I have for this is, you know, I was not straight with any of my lines, and I like to have more of a blended look rather than a stark line look. So I'm going to go back to my palette. I have a nice little skinny brush, and then I'm going to go in and just barely go above the lash line to blend out any mistakes I made. I'm hiding all my mistakes this way. Probably I see it better over here. See, looks great now. It's not as stark. I've got a little bit of flexibility now because I can follow the lines with my liquid liner, but I cannot draw a straight one, that's for sure. Well, there we go. That's how you apply the lashes. They're very, very easy to apply. Somebody asked about the magnetic mascara. I'm going to show you a video later today on how to apply it. I do better with the liner myself than the mascara, so I'm gonna go grab somebody else's wonderful tutorial on that, and I'll be back with you guys later. Hope you're having a great Tuesday, and again, we're so glad that you're here. Have fun on the party. Bye.